We are streaming and we are live. Let's play some baseball. 1-0 in here in the bottom of the first. Pitch in there. Strike one. Connecticut Crusaders 36-21, first in the American League East Division. Robin Ramos on the mound with a 1-0 lead over the Chicago Cubs. Down and in, but called the strike. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Posada makes the throw, not in time. He is strike him out, reaches first on the wild pitch. Next up, Tony Gwynn. Corner for strike one. Over to third, Molitor, second for one, back to first, round the horn, 5-4-3 double play, 2 away. Here's the replay. Paul Molitor to Chris Ramos. Over to first base. 2 down, bases empty. Billy McCovey takes it in there, strike one. Hard ground ball, backhanded by Ramos over at second. Strong throw, in time, side retired. We will go to top of the second. It's 1-0 Connecticut here on MLB The Show. Stepping in there is Paul Molitor, 319, 9 homers, 25 runs batted in. World Series most valuable player in 1993 in real life. Pitch inside, ball one. Comes the 1-0. Hard line drive, up the middle and through. It is a leadoff singer for Paul Molitor.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Jorge Posada.
Jorge Posada playing first base today, pardon me. Up there with runner at first and nobody out here on the top of the second. Pitch is in there for a strike. The throw down is in time. And the base runner is erased for out number one. I guess he didn't get a good jump. Oh, he's out. So here comes the 0-1. 1 away, bases empty. Fouls it up the third base line. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Jorge Posada, who played for the New York Yankees during his career. Hard fly ball, deep but playable in front of the warning track. Center fielder makes the catch, 2 away. Richie Ashburn.
Batting seventh,
Joe Carter, 284, 11 homers, 29 runs batted in. World Series champion with the Toronto Blue Jays in the 1990s. Pitches high, ball one. Line drive the other way, it dunks in there for a 2-out single.
batting eighth, the shortstop, Oniel Cruz.
Oniel Cruz, shortstop. Runner leads off first, 2 away. Pulls it hard but foul. Strike one. .227. He does have 12 homers and 30 runs batted in. Carter leads off first. Bouncer to first. He'll take it himself. Steps on the bag, and the side is retired. So after 1.5, it is the Connecticut Crusaders 1, the Chicago Cubs 0. This is MLB The Show. Ernie Banks, the legendary Ernie Banks, steps in there to lead off the bottom of the second. 307, 15 homers, 35 runs batted in. Ramos deals. Outside corner, strike one. 97 on the radar gun. Misses inside with the change of speed. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner with the hook. 1-2. Swing and miss. Fastball. 1 out. Second strikeout for Robin Ramos. Next up, Wade Boggs. Misses outside with the 2-seam fastball. Wade's hitting .308, 12 homers, 32 RBIs. Wade played for the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees during his Major League career. A little bit for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays as well. 3,000 hit club. Outside corner, strike one. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner with changeup, 1-2. Deep drive to right. Carter races back, looking up. That's gone. This ball game is tied on the 13th home run of the season by Wade Boggs. Pretty charge into that one. Here's the replay. Ooh. Distance 421 feet to right field. Ouch. Next up, Nolan Arenado, hitting .293, steps in. Fastball at the knees for strike one. Nolan only has 2 homers and 4 RBIs on this young season. Change up just at the knees. Quickly, the count is 0-2. Just gets a piece off the end of the bat, skies it out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes to Arenado. Pitches high, 1-2. Grounder up the middle, corralled by Ramos. Quick throw to first, 2 away. 1-1 tie here in the bottom of the second inning at Wrigley Field. Connecticut Crusaders, a expansion ball club in Major League Baseball. Line drive to left. It's in there. Lou gets it back in quickly. He's going for second. The throw to second is offline. It's a 2-out double for Edouard Julien's 12th of the season. Here's the replay. Slashes it over the third baseman's head. So runner in scoring position for Ryan Braun. Fastball outside, ball 1. Ryan's hitting .268, 6 homers, 27 runs batted in. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss, the fastball. 1-1 is the count. Grounder, third base line, foul ball. Strike 2. Comes the 1-2 pitch. High. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. It is a 1-1 contest. He throws to third, is not in time. He still steals third base. So The go-ahead run for the Chicago Cubs is 90 feet away from home plate. Honestly, I think he took the defense by surprise. So here comes the full count pitch to Ryan Braun. Fouls it down the right field line, out of play. Count will remain 3-2. Fly ball to left, playable. Brock is, oh, he misses it. It goes over his head, the run scores. And they're going to call it a double. Could have been an error, but they're going to call it a double and a 2-1 lead for the Cubbies. Ryan Braun's 12th double of the season. Look at the replay. You'll see that it should have been caught, misjudged by the left fielder. Oh, they're not going to show it. All right, Christian Betancourt is up. High fly ball, but out of play for strike one. 206, 2 homers, 12 ribbies. Ground ball, third baseline foul. Strike 2. High and tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner leads off second. 2-1 lead for the Chicago Cubs. Quick bat. Fouls it. Count remains 1-2. Misses inside with the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. Went a little too far. Swing and a miss. Check swing. Strike 3. Side retired, but they score twice on the home run and the manufactured double. It's the Chicago Cubs 2, Connecticut Crusaders 1. End of 2. We go to the top of the third. Edgar Cuero, first action of the season behind home plate. Backup for Jorge Posada. Steps up to the plate. Fouls it back. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Lazy fly ball to left. There is the left fielder. Make the catch, 1 away. Ryan Braun out there in left field for the Cubs. Lineup turns over for the Crusaders. Lou Brock had a triple and a run scored in his first at-bat. This is his second plate appearance. Chases a changeup off the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Breaks his bat. Now that's foul ball. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Down and away, out of the zone. 2 down. Second strikeout of the game for Whitgren. Next up is the second baseman, Chris Ramos. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Whitgren. Fouls off the fastball in a perfect location. Strike 1. Ramos is 0 for 1. Switch hitting twin brother of the starting pitcher, Robin Ramos. Line drive over the head of the second baseman and dunks in there. It is a 2-out single for Chris Ramos.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Look at the biceps on Chris Ramos, the Outlander Show. Hello, the Outlander. Our sponsors for this ball game on this rainy Saturday afternoon in the New York area is the Outlander Show. Don't forget to check it out. Ken Griffey Jr. steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Pitch outside, ball 1. Ramos leads off first. 1-0 count to Ken Griffey Jr. The pitch. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. He's going. Pitch is low. Throw down is in time. The Connecticut Crusaders are 0 for 2 on the bases. They test the arm behind the plate, and they come up empty. Look at that. Bullet throw. 2.5 down. Chicago leads 2-1. Leading off the top of the lineup is Richie Ashburn, 0 for 1. Here in the bottom of the third inning. In there, strike one. Slices over to third baseman's head and into the left field corner. Brock up against the wall. He's going to second. The throw to second is offline and not in time. It is a leadoff double. His 14th of the season for Richie Ashburn. Here's the replay. Really no shot for Lewin left to hold him to one. Need to buckle down. Next up, Tony Gwynn. Fastball high and tight, ball one. Tony hit into a double play in his first at-bat. Just off the plate. 2-0 count. Now, before things get out of hand, the manager wants to go for a mound visit and just kind of slow things down a little bit. It's a 2-0 count. There's a runner at second, nobody out. They already have a 2-1 lead. You need to hold it right there. Skies it high and deep, but foul. Down the first base, check that third base line. Out of play, count as 2-1. Two and two. Hard ground ball to the second baseman, over to first. He got the job done and advanced the runner to third on the out to second base. So it's runner third base and less than 2 outs for the Chicago Cubs. Up steps Willie McCovey, the Hall of Famer. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at-bat. Just needs a deep fly ball. Get that runner home and get themselves a little insurance. Pitches high but called a strike. Strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Grounder to first. He's going home with it. Posada. Oh, he's safe at home. Risky play. 3-1 game for the Chicago Cubs. Still nobody out. Runner at first. Let's look at the replay. Did he get his tag on him? Throw was offline. He got the hand in there. Yep, there it is. No way he was safe, says the Outlander Show. Next up, Ernie Banks. Swing and miss, the high fastball, strike one. I think the throw was a little up the first base line from Posada. Had it been on the money, strike two, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Ernie. Had it been on the money, I think he would have had a better chance, but fouls off the slider. Count remains 0-2. So it's 3-1 Chicago here at Wrigley Field. Runner at first, nobody. No, check that, 1 out. In there, caught him looking. 2-way. 4th strikeout of the game for Ramos. Next up, Wade Boggs. Last at bat, he hit a deep home run to right field. Misses low and outside, ball one. In 19 seasons, Wade Boggs was a 3,000 hit club member. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count is 2-0. He's nibbling. Deep drive, pulled it foul. Strike one. Grounded over to first. Posada takes it himself to the bag to retire the side. But it's a 3-1 ball game for the Chicago Cubs. End of 3. This is MLB The Show. Leading off, Ken Griffey Jr.
the center fielder.
He was up at the plate in the last inning when Chris Ramos was caught stealing to end the inning. Top of the fourth, 3-1. Whitgren on the mound. Late, fouls it down the left field line, out of play, strike one. Upstairs behind home plate, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Grip. Fastball low, 1-2. Pulls it hard, foul. Count stays at 1-2. Swing and a miss at the fastball for strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout for Whitgren. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And I guess that he was just an opener for the Chicago Cubs, because out comes the manager to make the call for the right-hander. Nick Whitgren's day is done. Coming out of the bullpen is Jose Leclerc. 3-1 this season. 5.35 earned run average. Next up, J.D. Martinez. Struck out in the first. He has 25 homers on this season here in the first half. MVP type season. Swing and a miss, strike 1, way off the plate. A little out of practice. Line drive, foul, 0-2. Swing and miss out in front of the slider. Strike 3, 2 away. Clerk comes in to strike out J.D. Martinez. Next up, Paul Molitor, who singled in the first. He's hitting .323 on this season. Fastball outside, ball 1. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. It is a solo home run for Paul Molitor. That's his 10th home run of the season, and they pull closer. It is now a 1-run ball game as the Chicago Cubs lead 3-2. This is the replay. Ouch. Distance 408. Next up, switch hitting Paul, check that, Jorge Posada, who's 0 for 1. Hard line drive, base hit through the vacated second base hole. They were playing him to pull, and that's a 2-out single for Posada.
Now batting, right fielder, Joe Carter.
Next up, Joe Carter, 1 for 1. Deep drive. He will not get there. It is off of the evergreens out there and left. It's going to be second and third. Oh, the ball gets away. Will they advance? No, they will not. That brick wall behind home plate gave a good ricochet back. Ball went back to the catcher. Here's the replay. Deep drive, high off the evergreen. Almost a 2-run home run. Runners in scoring position, second and third, with 2 away. Up steps O'Neill Cruz. And he swings at the first pitch and pops it up in the infield. Shortstop makes the catch to retire the side. So they get a little bit closer thanks to Paul Molitor. Here's the replay. After 3.5, it's the Cubs 3, the Crusaders 2. Leading off, Nolan Arenado. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Nolan has 10 gold gloves in his career. Swing and a miss at the changeup in the dirt. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Arenado. That ball's deep. No one's going to get that one. 4-2 lead for the Cubbies. 3rd homer of the season for Arenado. Ouch. Ugh. Next up, Eduardo Julian at the knees, strike 1. Checked it, but curveball was in there, strike 2. High and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball past the diving Molitor at 3rd and into left field. Big turn at first, but it'll hold. So after the solo shot, it's a single. And there'll be a runner at first for Chicago. Next up, Ryan Braun. Pops it up, out of play, strike 1. RBI double in his first at-bat. Pops it up down the left side this time, out of play, strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, 1 away. Out in front of the breaking ball. 5th strikeout for Ramos. Christian Betancourt struck out in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. In there, strike 1. Popped up, shallow right field. Carter's underneath it. He will make the catch for out number 2. The runner was in motion on that, probably trying to steal second, or perhaps it was a hit and run. So lineup turns over for the Cubs. Ashburn's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Runner at first, 2 away. 2-run lead for the Cubs. Low, ball 1. Just nips the outside corner. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pops it up, chasing Molitor, out of play. He cannot get there. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off first. 4-2 game. Ground ball, foul. Count remains 2-2. Pops it up shallow center field. There is the shortstop. Cruz makes the catch to retire the side at the end of 4. Thanks to Nolan Arenado. Another run on the board for the Cubbies. It's the Cubs 4, the Crusaders 2. This is MLB The Show. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Backup catcher Cuero steps in. 0 for 1. Hard ground ball, 1 hopper to the second baseman. Over to first, in time. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Lou Brock.
Next up, Lou Brock. He has a triple and a run scored. He is 1 for 2. Medium fly ball to right. There is Tony Gwynn to make the catch. 2 pitches, 2 away. This is the makings of a quick inning for the Crusaders. Chris Ramos, 1 for 2 with a single, steps in. Line drive down the line. It is in there. 1 hop to the wall. Right fielder picks it up. It'll be a double, and runners at second and third with 2 away. Oh, check that. I was getting ahead of myself. 14th double of the season for Ramos. Let's watch the replay. Right down the line. Hit it so hard he didn't have time to hook, foul. So runner at second with 2 outs. Up steps Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 2. Fouls off the fastball. Strike 1. Chases a pitch in the dirt. Quickly 0-2 on Griffey. Pops it up right side. In play for the first baseman. He makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of, what is this, 4.5? Cubs lead 4-2. We will go to the bottom of the 5th, if I'm not mistaken. In there, strike 1. Could have been called high, but called a strike with home plate umpire. Change up, strike 2. In the dirt, count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Third baseline, foul. Count remains 1-2. Ground ball over to third. Mahler fields, fires, got him. 1 away.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Willie McCovey.
In the Covey. 0 for 2 with an RBI. Low ball 1. Complete games in the American League. Robin Ramos is in a 3-way tie with 3 so far this season, with Nolan Ryan and Logan Webb. At the knees, count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside corner, strike 2. Checked his swing, but no, says the home plate umpire. You went too far. And that is a strikeout for Ramos and out number 2. 2 away, bases empty. Up steps Ernie Banks, who struck out twice today in 2 plate appearances. Outside, ball 1. Just gets a piece of the curve. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Lazy fly ball to center. Griffey is there. He waits for it. Makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the top of the 6th, it is 4-2 Chicago.
Your attention, please. Now,
In to pitch for the Cubbies, Jordan Hicks, 1-0 with a 3.22 earned run average. He'll face J.D. Martinez, who struck out twice today.
the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here comes the pitch. Low ball 1. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Swinging a miss at the sinking fastball. In on his hands. Count as 2 balls, 1 strike. Line drive caught by the shortstop for the first out. Hit it on the nose, but right at Ernie Banks at short. Next up, Paul Molitor, 2 for 2. Home run and a single today. He's been active at the plate. And just underneath it, hazy pop to right. Quinn makes the catch, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 4-2 ball game. Next up is Jorge Posada, 1 for 2. Switch hitter hitting from the left side against the righty, Jordan Hicks. Hard ground ball. Oh, he tried to backhand it and did not come up with nothing. Quick throw in the second. And it's going to be a hard 2-out single for Jorge.
Now batting, the right fielder, Joe Carter.
Joe Carter steps in, 2 for 2. Hard grounder, but right at the second baseman, throws to the lead man to retire the side. After 5.5, 4-2 lead for the Chicago Cubs. This is MLB The Show. Leading off for the Cubbies is Wade Boggs, 1 for 2. Fastball is low, ball 1. Just misses the inside corner. 2 balls and no strikes. Strike 1. Deep drive towards the right field corner. It is in there, 1 hop to the wall. Carter picks it up, tosses it in. He's going for third, and he'll make it. Missed the cutoff man. Big mistake in a 2-run ball game to miss the cutoff man. First triple of the season for Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs is not a burner on the bases. If Joe Carter had hit the cutoff man, there's a chance that the relay could have caught him in third, but bad defensive mishap. So runner at third with nobody out. Cookie on the corner for Nolan Arenado. Fastball, low, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Just gets a piece, fouls it off, strike 1. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, that ball's deep. No one's getting that one. It's a 6-2 lead for Chicago. Not a good day for Robin Ramos on the mound. He may need some bullpen help. Here's the slow motion replay. There's a stewardess on that flight. Ouch. All right, hold on a second. Manager's going to go to the bullpen. Warm up Jordan Holloway and lefty J.P. Sears. Manager's going to go for a mound visit to give them a little bit of time strategically to warm up. Not going to bring them in just yet, but... Oh no! Griffey chases it, but no one's getting that one back to back. And belly to belly. Solo shot for Julian. And it's 7-2 Chicago here at Wrigley Field. Oh, God. Fastball misses outside, ball 1 to Ryan Braun. Base hit, and that, folks, will be all for the starting pitcher today.
Now batting, catcher, Christian.
J.P. Sears 2-1, 5.52 earned run average.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching, J.P.
Grounder up the first base line. It is out number 1. Runner moves to second.
Center fielder, number 1.
Basically a swinging bunt for Christian Bettencourt. Lineup turns over. Richie Ashburn has runner in scoring position with one away. Cubs already have a 5-run lead. Fastball in there, strike one. At the knees, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Line drive, foul. Count remains 0-2. Misses outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reaches out, pokes it down the third base line. Foul. Pops it in the center. It's going to dunk in there. The runner rounds third and heads home. It is an 8-2 lead for the Chicago Cubs. Connecticut looks like a minor league ball club here in this contest. Ouch. Tony Gwynn. Line drive. Foul. Strike one. Tony's 0 for 3 today. Chases a slider off the plate. Count is 0-2 to Gwynn. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Cuerto. Pops it up left side, out of play. And that's a dunker in there. Griffey charges, will not make the catch. Runner goes from first to third. And this isn't looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Runners at the corners with only 1 out. It's already a 6-run ball game. Willie McCovey steps in. In there, strike one. 92 on the radar gun. Willie's 0 for 3. They need a double play in this situation. Misses inside with the circle change. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball slicing out of play. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pops it up. Third base side near the dugout. Reaches over. Molitor makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Here's the replay. Reaches in and over the dugout. No help, obviously, from the Cub bench. And we're going to the manager's office, and we're going to go to the bullpen, bring in Jordan Holiday. 2 and 3, 5.88 earned run average.
Please. Now pitching, Jordan Holloway.
Pops it up, right field line, out of play, strike one. Ernie's 0 for 3. How did they score 8 runs when everyone in their lineup is 0 for 3? Slider at the corner, 2 quick strikes on Ernie. Fouls it back. The at-bat will continue. Went too far, swing and a miss, struck him out, but the damage has already been done. It is a 6-run lead for the Chicago Cubs. Cubs 8, Crusaders 2. A lot of work to do. Onel Cruz leads off. Number 9 hitter 0 for 2 today. Jordan Hicks still out there on the mound for the Cubs. Out in front of the slider, swinging and a miss, strike one. In the Cubs bullpen, Yimi Garcia and Jorge Alcala. Butchering those names. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Hicks. Misses outside, count 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Cuero. 3-1 pitch. And it's a fly ball to left. Left center. Braun is there, makes the catch, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Edgar Caro.
Chokes him up on the inside. Swings at a terrible pitch. Count is 0-1. Pops it up, third base line, slicing, foul. Out of play. 2 quick strikes on Cuero. Out in front, slider, swing and a miss. Strike 3, there are 2 away. 2 quick outs
Now batting,
here in the top of the 7th inning.
Braun.
Lou has a triple in 3 at-bats. Run scored. Slicing near the stands. He will not get there. It's out of play. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman. Strong throw in time. 1-2-3 inning. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. It's a fun day at the ballpark at Wrigley for the Chicago fans as they have a strong lead.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, Wade.
Misses outside and high, ball 1. Holloway's still out there pitching for Connecticut Crusaders. Low, 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0. 3 balls, no strikes.
3 balls, no strikes. Swings at the 3-0. A little late on it. Pulls it foul. Strike 1.
That's low.
Misses low.
Take your base.
Walks the leadoff man. Here in the bottom of the
Leading off
7th inning.
for the Cubs, the first baseman,
Blooper in there. Bottom of the 7th is starting well for the Cubs as they get the walk and the leadoff, walk and a single to lead off the inning. 2 on, nobody out. Ground ball. Oh, past the diving. He'll turn and hold. It'll be bases loaded and nobody out for the Cubs.
now batting,
This is a mess. Mound visit.
One ball, no
Nowhere to put him. Ball 1. Over to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. They give up the run. It's 9-2 Chicago. They trade 2 outs for a run with the 3-6-3 double play. Here's the replay. Chases a pitch out of the zone. Posada fires over to second for 1. Back to first. O'Neill for the 3-6-3. So runner at third for Christian Betancourt. Pops up behind first base. Posada is there. And the side is retired. But they do pick up another insurance run at the end of 7 innings of play here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 7. Check that. Cubs 9, Crusaders 2. Leading off top of the 8th, Chris Ramos 2 for 3 with a single and a double, hitting .272 on the campaign. Switch hitter hitting from the left side. Chases a sinker in the dirt, strike one. Nasty pitch. Hard line drive in the gap. It will roll all the way to the wall. He'll round first and head to second. It's a leadoff double, his second double of the game, his third hit of the game. Chris Ramos gets it started. Look at those biceps. Ouch. One hop to the wall. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr. Chases a sinker down and in, strike one. Hitting only .216 in the season. Out in front of the slider, swinging and miss, count is 0-2. Again, runner leads off second. 7-run lead for Chicago. Safe lead. In the dirt, one hop. Corralled nicely by the catcher. No advance. Oh! It hit him, but he swung, so it doesn't matter that it hit him. It's an out on the strikeout. Terrible turn of events. Late on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. JD enters this game with a 9-game hit streak, threatening to lose it. To the backstop, he'll make it to third. So runner at third, less than 2 outs. 1-1 count. Official scorer says it's a wild pitch. Oh my goodness. Line drive. Dunks in there for a single. It's a 1-out single, RBI for Martinez. 9-3 ball game here in the 8th. Just lines it to right, the other way. It all starts with 1. Next up, Paul Molitor. Pulls it down the third base line, foul ball, strike one. He's 2 for 3 with a home run today. Line drive to center. Back goes Ashburn. It is over his head. 1 hop to the wall. Rounding third and heading home as the base runner. It should be 9-4. The throw to the plate is no. They're going to hold him up. 2 runners in scoring position. It's still 9-3 on double number 15 by Paul Molitor. I thought for sure they would test the arm from center on the relay, but why take a chance when you're down by 6 runs in the 8th? You might as well play it safe. Pitching change for the Cubbies, Jorge Alcala, 2-0 with a 5.75 earned run average. Next up, Jorge Posada, hitting from the left side. 2 for 3 today. Grounded to first. A run will score. No, they held the runners. He doesn't get a run home. It's still 9-3. Wasted at bat. Joe Carter steps in. Now we need a hit to score those 2 runners from second and third. Can he deliver in this clutch spot? Pulls it hard but foul. Strike one. Splits. Hard hit ball, but right at the shortstop. Routine play. They squander the opportunity and leave 2 runners in scoring position. They do score a run, however. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's Chicago 9, Connecticut 3.
Leading off
Richie's 2 for 4.
The center fielder, Richie Ashford.
Inside with the slider, ball 1. Outside this time, 2 balls, no strikes. At the knees, count is 2 and 1. Deep but foul, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's a fly ball to right. Joe Carter is there for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 19.
Tony Gwynn 1 for 4 with a single, 305 average on the season.
That's the ball.
Breaking ball is high, ball 1. Having trouble getting ahead of the hitters this game. Ground ball past the diving Ramos and into center field. It is a 1-out single for Tony Gwynn, his 2nd single of the contest. And the Cubs have a base runner. Next up, Willie McCovey. Low and inside, ball 1. Willie's 0 for 4. Grounder over to second for 1. Back to first. A double play, and the side is retired. We go to the 9th. Last licks for the Connecticut Crusaders. They need 6 runs to tie. Can they pull off the miracle? We shall see. We shall see. All right, leading off is Onel Cruz, 0 for 3.
The shortstop, Onyel.
Alcala still on the mound. Late on it, fouls it up the third base line, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the fastball on the outside corner. Count is 0 and 2. Nasty pitch. Perfect location. Low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive caught by the shortstop for out number 1 here in the 9th. Hit it on the nose. Can't steer the ball. Next up, Edgar Cuero, 0 for 3 today. First game of the season for him, coming off the bench. Chokes him up inside, swinging him as strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Line drive off the glove. First baseman picks it up in foul territory, shovels it underhand in time, 2 away, and the Connecticut Crusaders are down to their final out of this game. Here's the replay. Nice play, recovery by the first baseman. As you can see, beats him there. So lineup turns over. Lou Brock is up with 2 outs in the 9th. And it is a lazy ground ball over to first. In time, ball game over. Connecticut loses. So Chicago wins it easily. It's a 9-3 final score here at Wrigley Field. This is MLB The Show 23. I am Chris Ramos. Jose Leclerc is the winner, 4-1. Robin Ramos gets his first loss of the season. He is now 7-1. Cubs win the getaway day game, the bumper game. They win the series 2-1. It's been real. It's been fun. Could have been more fun either way.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base.